Hello everyone, I'm Miko Star back with more Backstage Pass. This time we're going to do Benito's route. I already know what I have to do. I learned my lesson from Adam's route. I promise I won't mess up again. I have to get this right on the first try. So, we're with Benito. The two things he likes the most is charisma and intelligence. So, but I also gotta make sure I work so I can stay money and I can buy that web camera. So, blog, study, exercise. I do want to increase my fatigue, my fitness, so I won't get as much.
I trust by now you've all purchased your necessary texts.
And as always, with every new route, I will say all the parts of Sean's. The other parts I will not.
Remember that it's not enough to merely purchase the book. You'll have to read it for it to have any effect. Remember to go through your things regularly and use them, or you'll find yourself very disappointed.
Professor Kobold has a point. I should look through my stuff and make sure I actually use it. I don't know. I think I'm okay. Benito's already waiting for me when I arrive at the coffee shop.
Sean, over here!
He puts down a deck of cards in his hands to wave at me.
How are you?
I'm fine. He tilts his head and inspects me carefully as I sit down across from him.
You need to get better sleep.
He returns to shuffling his deck of cards idly, stopping occasionally to glance at the top card. I get plenty of sleep.
I didn't say more sleep. I said better sleep. Something's on your mind, and it's keeping you from sleeping well.
There's just a lot going on right now.
Do you want to talk about it?
He checks the top card of the deck and frowns, probably not the card he was hoping for. I'm not sure I had to tell him that I'd rather not talk about it, but he seems to realize that.
It's fine. In your own time. Anyway, did you start that blog like I suggested?
Yeah, but I don't really see how writing a bunch of articles online is going to make money.
At this point in time, you really need to just keep writing. The more content you have, the better. Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
Any questions?
What exactly was the job you had for me?
That.
He pulls out his deck of cards and begins shuffling it again, this time faster than before.
I've got this thing coming up at a fancy hotel. They want me to entertain the guests for a night and see how it goes.
That's great, congratulations. Benito waves off my congratulations.
It's not as exciting as you think. I offered to work pro bono. I think they were more excited about the prospect of free entertainment than me. I was just wondering if you wanted to be my makeup artist for the show. Looks are everything, after all. I'll still pay you, of course.
Are you sure you need my help? You seem to be doing fine on your own. Benito grimaces.
Drawing on a bit of eyeliner really isn't the same as a professional job. I can't afford to cut any corners on this one.
Well, I'll be happy to help.
Great! It's next Friday night. I'll text you the details later.
Benito hands me a shiny business card embossed with gold script. I think the card costs more than the drinks here. Thank you. I'll see you then. I stand up to leave, but I'm suddenly struck by a question. Hey, can I ask you something?
Anything you want.
Why did you call me here if you could have just texted me about all this?
I wanted to see how you were doing with my own eyes. You're definitely the kind of girl who would lie and say you're doing okay just to be polite.
Am I really that transparent?
Well, from the look of it, whatever you were worried about isn't as bad as before. I'm glad. I hope things continue to get better. See you on Friday.
Cafe Dion, come in. Dion here. For a boost to your grade? Oh! So my grade goes up. That's nice. Today seems like a good day for a jogger on the campus. I started slowly enjoying the fresh air and the time alone. I turn the corner and see Professor Meridia carrying a stack of cardboard boxes. She can barely see over the top of the stack, and it's obvious from her carefully placed steps that whatever she's carrying is heavy. Professor, let me help you with that. I jog up to her and lift one of the boxes from her arms.
Thank you. You look familiar. Are you in one of my classes?
Calculus 1. My name's Sian.
Well, thank you very much, Sean. You didn't have to do this.
I don't mind. I'm trying to get a little exercise in anyway.
Good choice. A lot of first years tend to get caught up in schoolwork or socializing. A good workout is crucial for your health, and it helps to keep you from getting too stressed.
Professor Meridia leads me through the front door of the school library. She places her box on a nearby table and breathes to a sigh of relief.
You can leave that there.
I hoist the box onto the table next to her. Need anything else?
No, that's all I need for now.
What's in all these boxes anyway?
Books, study guides, and other materials for the grad student group study.
That sounds nice. I don't suppose there's anything like that for us underclassmen.
If you're looking for extra help with your studies, there's a freshman tutoring session in the library every Monday night.
Thanks, I'll check it out. I wave a quick goodbye to Professor Meridia and resume my jog around the campus. I open my eyes slowly. The sun's already shining and my alarm clock didn't go off. Must be Saturday. I stare at the ceiling. I really don't want to move right now. I'm about to throw the covers back over my head when I hear a knock on the door. I shuffle to the door and peer through the eye hole. Uh-huh.
Morning, Sean. Want to hang out?
I glance at my desk and sigh. I haven't finished my homework yet.
Neither have I. Want to hang out?
Figures. Fine. What did you have in mind?
That bookstore we went to the other day is attached to a mall. Interested?
I'm not sure.
School just started, and it's not holiday season yet. I figure traffic will be low. And I thought if we went together, it might be easier on you, since you'd be with someone you know.
Well, that's true. I'll have to explore eventually, and I would feel a lot better if you came with me.
Then it's settled. Whoa, this place is huge!
I've never been to a mall with 2 floors before. Adam and I stare at the mall's spacious interior with awestruck wonder.
Everything is so shiny!
And huge. People will push past us, ignoring the gaping mouths and wide-eyed expressions of the 2 Adam kids. I feel like an idiot, but Adam doesn't seem to mind in the slightest.
This is going to be great.
The 2 of us make our way through the mall, walking slowly from one store to the next. In the brightly lit store windows, skinny mannequins show off the latest fashion. I stop to inspect one. Its neck is laden down with silver necklaces strung up with large beads. How on earth could someone wear that much jewelry? Would your neck hurt? Adam crosses his arms and ponders the question.
Maybe she works out.
I don't think that's it.
It was worth a guess.
It doesn't seem like you were trying that hard.
So?
No way! Are you Adam Eaton?
A girl rushes to us, an exciting glint in her eye.
Sure am.
I am such a big fan. You know, I was following you on Facebook long before you released Late Sleeper.
Cool. I'm glad you like my stuff.
The girl reaches into her purse and digs around, looking for something.
I don't want to be too annoying or anything, but if I could get an autograph, that would totally make my life.
Adam laughs and waits patiently for her to find her pen. I can see a few other people looking at us now.
Hey, can I get an autograph too?
Looks like Adam's attracted a lot of attention again. I take a few paces back and duck into one of the clothing stores. I'd rather be out of the way when the flood of fans come. Unfortunately, in my eagerness to avoid the crowd, I back straight into someone else. Oh, sorry. I spin around and come to face with Matthew, furtively ducking behind a rack of clothing. Oh, hi, Matthew, right?
Huh?
Matthew stares at me for a moment. I see panic flash in his eyes.
You're that girl from the studio.
Sean.
Sean, right.
He stares at the ground and shuffles his feet back and forth.
Sorry again about all that, you know.
It's forgiven. He stares. He's still not making eye contact with me. In fact, he keeps glancing over my shoulder as if he's expecting to see someone. Is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm just, hiding.
You seem to be making a habit out of it. His face turns a pale shade of pink.
I'm not trying.
How shall I respond? Actually, he's fighting from more scary girls? His face flushes red.
Maybe.
Well, my friend over there seems to be getting most of the attention right now. He's visibly relieved.
Oh, good. Maybe they won't notice me.
Why are you so worried anyway? He glances over my shoulder again. What are you looking at? I spin around to see what he keeps staring at.
No!
He grabs my shoulder, but it's too late. Wow. A floor-to-ceiling poster of Matthew adorned was in little more than delicate gold chain stares back at me. Flowing script labels him the Golden Prince. Wow, that's princely. I nod to emphasize my point. I never thought about these posters before, but there's something a little awkward about standing next to the guy who's in it.
Thanks. It's from the summer campaign. I didn't think it would still be up.
You don't like it?
It doesn't make any sense. How can you advertise clothing if the model isn't even wearing any?
I think the point is to advertise being attractive.
No, but I'm not.
Are you kidding me? You don't sound very happy about any of this. I thought people liked being models.
No, I like it. I mean, I do enjoy the work. It's just everything else. Like having to see this every time I come to the mall.
What started as a pinkish blush is rapidly turning into deep red.
And then people recognize me and everyone talks to me. They keep looking at me.
Whoa, I've never met anyone with this much trouble with people except, well, me. I hate it when I'm the center of attention, too. Matt looks at me hopeful.
You do?
Yeah, I have a lot of trouble in crowds, especially when people are watching. Sometimes if there are too many, I panic.
My mom always said it was my biggest flaw.
I don't think it's a flaw. It might be a hurdle. It's hard to make friends sometimes, and sometimes you're scared, but it's not a flaw.
I still wish I could get rid of it.
I'm sure you can handle it. I mean, you're talking with me right now, and I'm a girl. His eyes widen in realization. See? Talking with a girl isn't so bad.
Well, you're different.
How so?
You're not asking me for anything.
Girls aren't always asking for stuff, you know. How many girls have you even met? Matthew silently counts out on his fingers and stops at 2. Really? Well, 2 isn't really a good sample size now, is it?
Maddie! There you are.
A girl with silken locks and perfect skin bounds up to us and quickly intertwines her arms around Matthew's. She carries herself with grace and precision of a trained model, but she's a lot shorter than the other models I've seen.
Hey!
She pouts, showing off her perfectly full lips.
Where have you been? I was looking all over for you. And who's this?
She turns to look at me and flashes a winning smile. The smile doesn't extend past her perfectly aligned teeth, and everything about her body language is telling me to back away. Sean, I'm just a stranger, I guess.
Well, my name's Nicole. If you're talking to Maddie, I'm sure you recognize me too.
No? She looks horrified.
But I'm the Golden Princess.
I look back into the store and see a row of posters from the back featuring Matthew and Nicole chained together with delicate strands of gold. The two of them stare seductively at anyone who walks by, their intense gaze promising luxury and beauty for anyone who can afford it. Seeing them in person is kind of surreal. I don't think I'll ever understand marketing.
When we met on set, it was love at first sight.
Well, for you, really.
He was my prince in the photo shoot, and now he's my prince in real life too.
Matthew's clearly uncomfortable, but Nicole nestles her head against his arm with a contented giggle. She gives his arm a tug and drags him towards the exit.
Come on, honey, let's get going.
Bye!
Matthew begins to wave goodbye, but Nicole cuts his farewell short and drags him away. A girlfriend, really? That was the last thing I expected from Matthew. Nicole is shorter than I expected from a model, but her hair and face are a perfect match for Matthew's. I wonder if she's got the job because she matches him.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
I thought I lost you. Where'd you go?
just in here. I didn't want to be in the way.
Sorry about that. That was the opposite of what I wanted for today. I didn't think anyone would recognize me.
I'm not sure you can afford to think that way anymore.
I know. It's just weird, you know? It hasn't really fully set in yet. Sometimes when I wake up, I wonder why I can't hear the ocean. Then I remember that I'm not home anymore.
For a moment, I see a bit of melancholy behind his normally cheerful exterior. He's been working so hard this past year, he hasn't really had a chance to take a break or come to terms with his new life. Adam sighs and shakes his head.
I guess it's just something I'll have to get used to. Let's get back to exploring, yeah?
Sure. Adam and I resume our stroll through the mall, but nothing else catches our attention.
Well, that's enough for today, I guess. Back to campus?
Back to campus. Adam drops me off at my room. Thanks for today.
No problem. I had fun.
Don't forget, you have that photo shoot next Tuesday.
What? Oh, right. Yeah, thanks.
Anytime. Steel City Mall. Check email. Yay, blog, freshman. Blog. Status. Inventory, use. Outfits. Wardrobe. Okay. Go shopping? Going to the... Wait, it's the weekend, right? Can't really do nothing there. Mall. Today seems like a nice day to go to the mall. I'm not sure if I'm up for being around that many people alone. Better take Adam along just in case.
Oh, Brains and Puzzles here actually has the newest volume of Planetost. And the full season set of Knight Errant.
You shouldn't. You sound excited.
Is it my fault that we had to wait for months to get anything back home?
At least it taught you patience.
No, it taught me that I don't like waiting.
Naturally. A woman with a clipboard approaches us.
Excuse me, would you like to take a short survey? You'll be entered to win one of several prizes, like a new car.
Adam and I look at each other and he shrugs.
Sure, why not? We don't have anywhere to be.
The woman looks relieved. From the look of her clipboard, she hasn't gotten many takers.
So, do you or any of your family members work in the movie, music, or entertainment industry?
Well, I'm a makeup artist. Does that count? She glances down at the near empty list of names.
Should be fine.
I'm afraid I'm a professional singer, though.
Oh.
She sighs.
Never mind then. Thanks anyway, you two.
What about me? I thought you said I counted.
Unfortunately, if you have a family member in the industry, you can't take part. And since your brother is...
Oh, I'm not her brother.
You aren't? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just, you two really look like siblings. I mean...
It's fine. We get that all the time.
But that's great. It means I can give you the survey.
She flips through her clipboard eagerly and reads out the first question.
How many movies have you seen in theaters in the past 2 months?
I quickly review the last 2 months of my life. Most of it was consumed with Adam's summer tour. None. She raises an eyebrow and checks off a box on the sheet in front of the paper.
Well, that pretty much negates the rest of the questions, so I guess we're done.
Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
No, it's fine. We're looking for responses, not people who watch movies. Now, if I could get your email address, we'll be all set.
She offers me a pen and I write down my address on the bottom of the sheet.
Thank you so much.
She heads off to solicit more survey responses from people as they pass by.
That was nice of you.
It wasn't anything really.
Do you think you'll win anything?
I never won a raffle in my life. Luck is for other people like you.
I'm sure I've got enough luck for the both of us.
Go to the Divide Clothing and cute outfits for Benito. So this one, and this one. Awesome. Done. This one, and this one, and this one. Look how adorable I look. Awesome. So now I will... My intelligence? Ooh, my grade is down. Okay. So I'm gonna go to tutoring, so that way I can get that up really high. I'm gonna study, I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna do the blog. I know I'm supposed to bring blog up a lot, but yeah.
We're going to review the basics of geometric proofs today.
Boring. School is always boring for me. Professor Meridia scrawls a series of shapes and angles across the chalkboard.
This may be review for some of you. If you feel confident in this section, feel free to skip the next few sessions. Just don't forget to turn in your homework.
Wow, a professor just gave us free reign to skip class. This would take some time getting used to. If I skip lecture now, I could get some rest in before I have to do anything later today. But I might learn something if I stay. I'll definitely win bonus points with Professor Meridia. Stay for the lecture. Always stay. I'll stay. It couldn't hurt to review after all. I make my way into the library. There aren't many other people here. The TA approaches me, teacher's aide.
I don't recognize you. Is this your first time here?
Yes. I really want to make sure I keep my grades up.
Well, coming to these sessions won't improve your grades per se. Coming here merely helps you review the material you learned during lecture. We'll also discuss study techniques to help you retain more knowledge and learn more efficiently. In other words, these sessions will better equip you to learn faster when you attend lecture or do your homework. But they have no direct bearing on your knowledge or your grades.
Got it.
By the way, my name's Alvin, and I'll be running all the tutoring sessions this year. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and I'll get to you as soon as possible.
Thanks. Alvin splits his time between the students pretty evenly, and by the time the hour is over, I feel more confident about my studies. Adam has a photo shoot scheduled for today, and John wants us to be there and ready by 3. It's already 2:30, and Adam hasn't come by. I grab my makeup bag and drag it down the hall to his room. Adam, are you ready?
Ready for what?
We need to leave for the photo shoot.
Oh, that? It's not for half an hour.
Are you kidding? It'll probably take us that long just to get there. Adam rolls his eyes with an exaggerated sigh.
Okay, we'll go now.
I walk down the hallway as quickly as I can manage, but Adam doesn't seem to be following me. I stop and turn. Is something wrong?
You walk too fast, okay?
If I'm walking fast, it's because I'm in a hurry.
We'll get there when we get there.
I sigh and wait for Adam, but there's no use in hurrying him anywhere. His laid-back attitude is usually pretty refreshing, but right now I'm feeling more stressed than anything else. The drive to the studio is uneventful, but it's already 2:55 when we arrive. John rushes out to meet us as soon as we step into the studio.
There you are. What kept you?
We're not late yet.
John's expression tightens.
Ready by 3 doesn't mean arrive at 3. Studio time is expensive, and the photographer is a busy man with a tight schedule.
John sighs and adjusts his hat.
The lecture will have to wait. Don't dally now.
Adam and I hurry to the makeup station, and I begin working.
Why is he so uptight about this?
Probably because it's his job.
He needs to relax. We got here on time, didn't we? Nothing bad's gonna happen.
I know this is not Adam's route and everything else, but I'm still gonna tease him. I don't care, cause yeah, I don't care. Maybe not, but if he gives up, you give John an orso. Well, he probably needs one, cause you know, in the last one, he wanted me and Adam to break up. So yeah, it's fine. Let him have one. He's not used to working on island time, you know.
I don't see why. He's from an island too, isn't he?
I'm not sure Britain and Hawaii comes to the same thing. Either way, it would probably be best if you tried to arrive at least a little earlier to things like this. For John's sakes. Adam sighs and nods grudgingly.
Fine, for John's sake.
He stands up and stretches.
Let's not keep John and Mr. Photographer waiting any longer, yeah?
We walk to the main area and greet the photographer.
Good of you to join us.
Yes, it is good. And this is good enough for me. I will leave it off here. I will see you